journalism that has actually gone to the ground for once. And this is not just that one story. India Today tonight has also got another major impact, because the National Investigation Agency carried out simultaneous raids in Srinagar and Delhi and arrested 7 separatists and Hurriyat leaders on charges as serious as waging war against India, receiving funds from Pakistan, conniving with terrorist organizations like the Lashkar, to burn schools, pay stone pelters and target security forces. At least that's what the FIR of the NIA says. This follows India Today's expose about the ugly truth of a section of the Hurriyat in a daring sting operation. Take a look as to why this story is also creating waves.
ये बताइए 2016 का जो अनरेस्ट रहा है, पूरे 5-6 महीने जो है आपका काडर भी उस अनरेस्ट में रहा है। हाँ। आप लोग भी शामिल हैं।
अब मैं नाम नहीं लूंगा ना, पाकिस्तान से
जी,
अरे वो कहता है, और वो भी चाहते हैं यहाँ,
कहाँ पाकिस्तान से?
अरे बोलते हैं वो भी नहीं चाहते हैं कि यहाँ थोड़ा मरे हालत है।
On May 16, 2017, you heard this man Bitta Karate confess on India Today cameras that they got funds to fuel unrest in the Kashmir Valley from Pakistan.
गिलानी साहब किसके टच में पाकिस्तान में?
गिलानी की जमात इस्लामी वहाँ है और फिर एजेंसियाँ भी हैं।
हाफिज सईद के कोई टच में है इनमें से? कुछ
गिलानी साहब थोड़ा सा रहा है, थोड़ा सा उनके साथ, थोड़ा सा।
On the same day, we also showed you this man, Naeem Khan of the Hurriyat's Gilani faction, boasting on camera about the Hurriyat terror links. And now, after the explosive sting and extensive reportage, comes the mega breakthrough. The biggest ever crackdown on the villains of the valley. 7 separatists, including the exposed Bitta Karate and Naeem Khan, arrested by the National Investigation Agency. Among the arrested is also Altaf Fantoosh, Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani's son-in-law.
We have made 7 arrests today. 6 persons have been arrested in Srinagar, 1 in Delhi. We had been collecting information on these terror activities which were being funded from across the border, as well as this sting operation. So whatever information was collected, we had registered a PE which was soon converted into a regular case, and then wide-ranging searches were conducted at Srinagar, Jammu.
The NIA used the India Today sting operation to build their case against the separatists. The charges against the separatists include criminal conspiracy, attempting to wage war, committing acts of terror, raising funds to fuel terror and unrest, and also being a part of terror groups. Arrested in Srinagar, the separatists were brought to Delhi to be produced in Patiala House Court on Tuesday.
और ये चलता रहेगा सिलसिला जब तक ये पूरा आतंकवाद या अलगाववाद इसमें हमें अंकुश लगाना ही पड़ेगा, ये तब तक कार्रवाई चलती रहेगी.
One, I would congratulate your channel. I mean, it was a very constructive action taken by you, and in the national interest. And this will also serve as vital evidence against these people who are in receipt of payoffs from Pakistan, from the ISI.
The backbone of the Hurriyat conference smashed by the India Today sting operation. And this is just the beginning. The NIA claims bigger fish, including Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani and Mirwais Umar Farooq, may not be out of the net for long.
The arrests which have been made have been made on the basis of evidence which has come on record.
Burning schools, fueling unrest, these separatists have for long held the valley hostage. Their fall has just begun. With Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu, Shujaul Haq, Ashutosh Mishra and Anandya Banerjee, Bureau Report, India Today.
My take, where do I stand on that big impact of India Today television sting operation? The arrest of middle-rung Hurriyat leaders by the NIA on charges of terror funding only confirms the valley's worst-kept secret. Separatists get their sustenance from the gun and from across the border. This erodes the credibility of the Hurriyat to be seen as a genuine stakeholder. How do you have a dialogue with those who will not distance themselves from the gun? And yet the arrest will not resolve the turmoil in Kashmir unless the government has a plan B in place. Without winning the hearts and minds of people, the Indian state cannot isolate the separatists. Convict the guilty separatists who flirt with terror, but don't abandon the dialogue process with those who are ready to talk unconditionally.